Oh fuck, I have not recorded this in so long. Shit, I forgot. Welcome to Creepy Critters, a cryptid podcast where we talk about cryptids in somewhat lurid ways.
You almost got it.
Did I? I forgot the intro to this one.
You
I legit forgot.
Got it. This is what happens when you have your computer break and you don't come anymore.
I'm gonna have to listen to the beginning of an old episode.
But let me. Welcome to Creepy Critters, the podcast where we talk about cryptids in somewhat lurid ways. I'm Fiona, whose computer didn't break and therefore kept recording episodes. And with me, with a working rig, is...
It's Jessie. I might not go by that name in the future, depending on how drastic of a step I want to take in my life.
I mean, we all hope to get there one day.
You know, it's either change my name and go through that big old ordeal, or find a random stranger on the internet to marry and then marry them.
Okay, A, I'm not sure why that would change your first name, but B, I thought you meant you were just embarrassed because you forgot the intro to your own podcast.
Oh, no. I know, I'm embarrassed of that.
I would personally be embarrassed about, but, you know.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the existential dread of existing right now.
Okay, because I'm also embarrassed by the fact that you won't take my increasingly frantic ukulele strumming out of the episodes that you're not on.
Well, but that being said, I'm back, even though you've listened to a couple episodes with me in it. I think it's been a solid month since I recorded an episode of this. So,
yeah.
But that being said,
did you bring anything good?
Yeah. In fact, I even have a new segment that we're gonna unveil.
Oh, that's true. I am excited.
Which we'll decide which if it's gonna be the A or B segment after this. I don't know if it's whichever one it's gonna be, but
it's fair. All right, hit me.
But yeah, we're gonna be talking about one of my favorite types of yokai. It's the one that asks you questions.
Okay, I like this. I thought you were gonna say creepy bathroom child yokai. I
have one of those. That's in progress, but I found this one.
Least favorite. I hate them.
Well, you know, there's a lot of elementary schoolers that have to tell scary stories in Japan.
That's true. That is true. No, when I was a kid, I loved that type of thing. But now that I'm not a child and I'm looking at it from the outside, I still... Can't we, have a special hell for pedophilic yokai?
Okay, technically, only one of them was pedophilic.
You know what? Anytime you have to start, technically... The pedophilic one was only... Maybe rethink that. Maybe just rethink that.
Also, I think I should do a trigger warning for suicide.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So.
I think gore is just a general thing you should expect in this, but this technically has suicide tied into it.
Yes.
So...
and proper practice is to say content warning.
Yeah, content warning. Yeah, sorry, content warning. Sorry. But yeah, there's suicide in this. It's not really dwelt on, but, you know. Let me also... Another content warning. Rape is mentioned. I forgot about that one. Yeah,
so
this one is...
Jessie started, chuckling, this is my favorite type of yokai, and everyone's like, okay, well, that's fine, we're all getting along with it, and then they hit us with the... So, suicide and rape.
Okay, so...
was it not technically? Are you going to throw another technically out?
No. This is 100%. Okay. But no, there is. I mean, I guess it's kind of a good for her thing later. I guess. Okay. I guess. I don't know.
Maybe
it depends on if you think
the things we judge it on.
Yeah. So I will say it depends on if you think Midsommar is a good for her movie or not. I don't think it is.
And as somebody who doesn't watch movies.
Let me tell you, I was real upset at a certain point, and I knew what they were talking about. Do you know? Okay, sorry. I guess I already said content warning suicide, but do you know what a stupa is in Scandinavian terms?
Mm-hmm.
So there was ritualistic suicide for the old.
Okay.
When you hit around 70, 72 or something.
That makes sense.
you do ritualistic suicide in front of a bunch of people, they show that in a lot of detail in Midsummer. Also, not trigger warning. Sorry, spoiler warning.
Yeah,
but yeah, let's just say, I was not happy when I saw that. You weren't supposed to be, I think, but I really judge people who view Midsummer as their like fucking comfort movie, because I've seen people who said it was.
I thought that was a horror movie.
It is.
That's like all I know about it.
It's horrific. It is very scary.
Okay.
Also, there's also underlying element of like white supremacism underneath of it, because of course it's of course. Yeah, it's I don't know, but yeah. So I forgot why I was talking about that, but no, I was traumatized by that.
We're here for the suicide and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Now, but that being said, it's a ghost, of course, and it's called Teke Teke.
Teke Teke.
That's the name it makes.
That's really
Teke Teke.
cute. Teke Teke.
No, they're not cute though.
Okay, but the name is cute.
The name is cute, yeah.
The name is very cute. I'm here for the name.
It should be a name of like a small like hedgehog cryptid that like crawls up in your lap and purrs. That'd be wonderful.
That would be wonderful. Maybe we should start that.
I'm gonna be real upfront with you. Not a lot of cute cryptids. I think I've mined most of those steps already.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But but Teke Tekes are almost always women.
Okay.
Some versions are male, but for the most part,
a genre.
It is okay. It is different versions, I should say.
Okay.
Because of course there are different versions of it, and it's a urban legend type thing. Also, I got like almost all the information off of yokai.com because they're the only ones that I find that actually dives into the yokai really at all.
Okay.
Like it actually tells you.
Encyclopedia at some point.
Yeah, I know. I have a book of yokai as well, but this wasn't in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, yokai.com.
Yeah, they have no lower half, and she runs on her arms, creating the distinctive tiki tiki sound from which she gets her name.
Hang on, are we talking like a nubbin?
No.
Or are we talking like its guts hanging out?
Guts hanging out.
Guts hanging out. So full on. Does it stop above the hips? Below the hips? Do we have any junk going on here, or
no junk?
No junk. So just like large intestines flapping in the wind as you majestically tiki tiki your way up.
But some would say you can get up in her guts real easily.
No. I reject your premise and I reject your soundboard.
Well, that's why I did the sound trombone. I knew it was bad.
That's why I added I reject your soundboard.
but yeah, so she can run, and like it's just like bloody, like just bottom, like waist height.
Right.
Okay, so you got that part. Get the,
Yeah.
There's not really much about like if they're beautiful or not. I guess we could make them beautiful if you want.
I mean, I feel like you have to. Because also, if it's the large intestines flapping in the wind, like, do these things eat?
It's a ghost, so I guess not.
So,
I mean, you could say it eats. You could say it eats the legs of other people by putting it on its.
That's fair. Because I'm just thinking, there's viscera going around, but how are we doing for blood? Like, is it like painting everything as it goes?
It's a ghost blood, so ectoplasm, I guess.
But is that painting everything? Because ectoplasm has lots of different things. Like, I just need to know if this thing is running across my living room, how much blood is going to be left over.
I think you're going to see it, but you're going to be able to walk through it without it really getting on anything.
Okay. And then, if it's a ghost, we can walk through it without seeing anything. Do we care if it's stuff that isn't just blood? Because again, lower intestines flapping in the wind.
I don't think you should care because you'll be dead if you see it.
I feel like that would make me care more.
No, you'll be dead.
Well, yeah, but what if I'm a ghost? And then it goes from ghost blood that I don't care about because I can walk through it to ghost blood that I have to care about because now I'm a ghost.
I mean, like, what what unfinished business do you have? Actually, I know what my unfinished business. If Dexter is still alive, I would stay alive as I would stay a ghost as long as Dexter is alive. I'd be like, oh, I gotta make sure that he's okay.
I think I just have the bad luck to be trapped here. Also, somebody did point out to me the other day that I might be a fairy. So, between those two things.
When you touch iron, does it hurt?
I haven't touched iron in a while. I'll let you know.
Is that because you have a natural aversion to it? I say, squinting my eyes.
I was being an insufferable nerd and being sad at somebody that nobody had taught them about fairies, because the British folkloric tradition is a lot of ghosts and fairies.
Yeah.
And then I said, well, have you met anybody who's weird and doesn't follow the normal rules of humans? And as soon as I sent it, I was like, oh no, I walked into that one. Okay.
Well, I mean, according to a lot of actually, I was going to say ancient, but actually pretty recent beliefs, you're probably a changeling. So am I. That's true.
Although that's more of an American thing.
No, it's a British thing too. Someone was killed in Ireland, I think, in the 60s because they thought they were a changeling.
Ooh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'd still rather be a fairy, but okay.
Well, I mean, you are technically fae if you're a fairy. Like what the fairies do is they steal the babies.
Not all of them.
Well, no, okay, a lot of them do.
A lot of them steal the babies, but not all. Okay,
they steal the babies and then they replace them. And when they describe the babies, they're just describing an autistic baby, really, or a neurodivergent baby.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all they're doing. It's just like, yeah, they don't like noises, and like when you touch them a different way, they scream, and like it's just like. Also, they're real particular about the food they eat. It's like, oh, yeah, you're just describing an autistic kid. Like, come on.
I mean, that means I am a fairy, and now I'm really into it.
Yeah, but I sent you this, and I'm really upset about it. But I said that I think you should be able to hurt a fairy as much with a spork as with a iron dagger. And you said that plastic is made of dead animals, and you're really right about that. And I hate the fact that sporks are technically more made of nature than like refined metal.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's true. Also, I just
plastic should count, though.
Well, plastic is how you ruin their homes.
Oh, I don't want to ruin their homes. Actually, you know what? I'm going to walk into a middle of a fairy circle, yell my name, and eat whatever food's in there. You know what? Fuck it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to...
This is how I know that Jessie has lost the will to live.
But it's fucking...
Speed, you mad bastard.
I live close to ley lines.
I mean...
Everyone does. But I've seen some fairy circles. I'm just going to gobble up some food. Like in the middle of...
I mean, if you do that, please film it.
Okay.
That's the content we need, is just one NP standing in the middle of a fairy circle, defiantly screaming and stuffing cupcakes into their mouth. That's...
my name is Jessie, I think. I think my name is Jessie right now. Like...
I think I should... No, I'm not... Okay, so... I'm not allowed to have any ideas until I get out of school, but that's a really good idea for a photo shoot.
Oh, another thing. Because fairies are supposed to take your true names.
It's true.
So if you're trans or not fully yourself yet, can they take your name?
What happens
if you...
Yeah?
What if they... Wait, could you send trans people in the middle of fairy circles and have them take their dead name so they can't be known as it by anymore?
That would be
cool. A service.
That's why the Fae is fine by me.
Okay, that's gonna be short. I have to write a short story about that. Like Fae that say trans rights.
That would be good. You should do that. I would read that.
Yeah. Now that being said, we got off topic a little bit.
A little bit. Just a bit.
I was gonna say I was gonna do ritualistic suicide by stepping in fairy circles and tried to get into the Feywild, and
But that just turned into sexy fun times, as most cries for help do. That's one of the reasons that everybody's doing relatively as well as they are.
Am I horny, or do I just have trauma, or both?
Or both. always both.
It's always both. But yeah. So, but yeah, for the most part, they're mostly almost always women, like femme presenting. Also, how would you be able to do the true scum thing with them? They don't have a bottom half. Their waist is cut off.
Are we saying this yokai says trans rights as well? I'm sure they do.
Sure.
Why not?
Sure. You know what? Fuck it. Are they horrible? Yeah, but you know what? They say trans rights, and they'll, maybe you could send them after transphobes.
I feel like Jessie's just, I got none. I'm still very concerned that I'm going to die, and the first thing that's going to happen when I die is that I'm going to slip in ghost poop or blood or viscera. And I'm going to be very annoyed because before I died, it was just a cool thing that I could step through on the floor.
Well, the thing about being a ghost, if you're wearing the thing, like I think people have two things: you're either wearing the outfit that represents you the most, or you're in what you die in. Which means I'm either going to be in like this like Hawaiian shirt and like shorts, or I'm going to be naked.
I mean, right now I'm going to be dressed as a dinosaur forever, and you know what? That's okay. It has a tail. It's a cool onesie.
Yeah, maybe I need to step up my wardrobe a little bit. Plan for what I'm going to be when I'm a ghost.
Have somebody buy you a dinosaur costume.
Yeah. Now. Yeah, so it chases its victim down dark roads. Despite having no legs, it can run extremely fast, which I'm guessing it's on its arms. I've only seen drawings and depictions of it, like, going with its arms. It's so fast that it can catch up with victims who are speeding away in cars. So you're not safe in cars. One thing about most ghosts, you're safe in cars. Like, you just go.
Why would
go
you
out of the
that?
area.
Not
because,
a ghost.
No, ghosts, okay. First off, ghosts tend to have a certain area that they have to be in.
That's true, but like a lot of older stories are about, trying to escape a mansion before the ghost comes and...
Yeah, and if you get away from that mansion far enough away, it won't go after you because it has people closer.
Well, I mean like estate, not... like people...
Yeah, you get away off the estate then. Like, you just get a car and you gun it.
But what if its radius is slightly longer than that? Because not every
then you go farther.
I'm just saying, not
you went like 100 miles an hour means you could be 100 miles away in an hour. Unless its radius is 100 miles away.
I don't think there's any drag on ghosts as well. Like, I don't think
laws
of physics apply, so
I think they would get bored after chasing you after a little bit. They go after someone closer. Unless you take their thing that they're bound to this earth to with you, that's different.
I mean, I don't know if they get bored. If you have eternity, would you get bored after 10 minutes of chasing some scared human? I feel like you'd eventually learn some patience.
I'm mortal and I get bored of stuff in like 5 minutes, but I'm also have ADHD real bad.
I might be Faye, but also if I'm driven by spite, I can keep going forever. It just depends on the motivation, Why am I doing this thing?
Spite is so exhausting.
Oh no, that gives me fuel to live.
No, spite is just like, I really hate you, but also I don't feel like I'm just gonna hold this in and then occasionally bring the anger out. That's it.
No, okay, there's different levels of spite. I don't like you. Spite is like one of the lowest levels you can have, right?
Yeah.
One of the highest levels is when everything that could go wrong goes wrong, and it becomes really funny. And you shouldn't be alive, but you are, and it just gets funnier the longer it goes on.
Oh, that's my life.
That's spite, Jessie. That's called spite living.
But
it doesn't. That because it's very funny, and you should be dead.
I feel like I'm just bored all the time, though.
You have ADHD.
I have no dopamine. It's all gone. Give me the dopamine, please.
I have so much dopamine.
But basically it can catch up with people in cars. When it catches them, surprise, something terrible happens. And it's not always clear, but most variations, actually a lot of variations, it carries like a sickle with it, and that's what gives the tick 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 noise to it. Other times, I guess they're wearing high heels on their fans or something. I don't know. That's the only other thing I think that makes like a tick tick tick.
Look after their nails very well.
Oh, Sorry, I just got horny thought for a moment.
Yeah,
Just
no,
like
I can
those
see
nails.
that.
Those nails.
Listener,
Mm.
I put my hands up like a tiger going round, and then I looked at the screen, and Jessie had leaned right in up to the camera with a smirk on their face.
Just horny thoughts
Just
immediately.
horny, you could just see it. It was like a little light bulb had gone up over their heads. It was quite impressive.
Yeah, but yeah, then it slices its victims in half and at their waist, and then not everyone's half at the waist.
Okay.
Not everyone's half at the waist, technically. But also it's still their legs.
Are you just talking about people with really long legs or really long torsos?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. But it still their legs.
Yeah.
I
guess it would also still their waists as well.
Does it run away with them?
It doesn't really say it.
What does it do with the legs?
I mean, it probably just like puts them on and be like, haha, look, I'm a human. These are dumb, and then it like kicks them away and then like lets you watch them rot while you die. I don't know.
That's not really stealing your legs, is it?
I mean, it is. I guess. Okay, Fiona. Let's say this: I take your useless legs away from you. You'll probably be like, okay, thank you. Finally.
It hurts less now. Yay!
Yeah, less pain. And I just I take it and then I just throw it away, like out of arms. I feel like that would be kind of stealing. And then I just get rid of my new property real quick. Because you could technically steal a car and then just abandon it almost immediately.
That's true, but I don't see that as stealing so much as just wrecking.
Well, no. You can. I mean, depends on how clean the cut is.
Okay, hang on a second. I feel, for reasons that I don't fully understand, legal definition of theft.
Okay, we're gonna find out if they steal the legs or not.
Oh, goddammit. Theft is defined as dishonestly appropriating property belonging to another with the intention of permanently depriving the other of it.
Yes! Okay, so I could technically be one of the world's largest assholes and just take someone's legs and then put it out of reach.
I'm really not okay with this. This is bad. I mean, all yokai tend to be terrible, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of variations.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Olivia.
Could you
please
hear that?
Yeah.
She's got a scratch.
Okay. There are many versions. There's many versions of this story, so we don't really know what the original was or where it began. Each locality has its own different versions. In some stories, it was a victim of a tragic accident. Other, it was suicide. In some stories, there's magic charms that can protect you from its wrath.
Like what?
A magic charm.
Yeah, but
it didn't say anything, but it did give me an example. It's whenever a friend gives you a rock.
There we go.
Yeah. When a friend gives you a rock, and be like, hey, I thought of you when I picked this up. And they're not an asshole. And they take it and they have it in their pocket all the time.
I mean, your friend is officially a fae.
Yeah.
If they do that. But nice of them to give you that.
Or neurotypical. I mean, or non-neurotypical in some way. Neurodivergent somehow.
No, my new headcanon is that everybody who's neurodivergent is fae.
Okay. Well, I take that, I guess. All
right.
I was about to make a dark joke there. I'm not going to.
So I'm very excited for a moment.
No wonder my mom rejected me as a baby. Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Hello, darkness, my old friend.
God damn. Yeah, sub, you have I'm gonna say a rock that your friend gives you, and you put it in your pocket, and you're just like, yeah, I love this rock. It makes me think of my friend. That could protect you from it. That's magical.
I like that.
Yeah. But in others, nothing can protect you from it, and you just will die. Just will.
Nothing can be done about it.
Some versions, the Teke Teke victims become Teke Tekes themselves, which I feel like that's the one I would take, because honestly, why would you steal their legs and not put them on to like
Yeah.
run around and make fun of humans. Like that's what I would do. I would just run around, make fun of humans, be like, hey, look, I'm a dumb human, and then like I like rip my leg off and take one with it.
Oh no! I would want to keep the legs for as long as possible. I would want to.
Well, how many legs would you take though?
No, I would take both the legs, but I'm a ghost, so I have all time, right?
Would you just build a castle out of legs?
I think I would. I think it was my.
Oh, it'd turn into a bone castle.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I could have lots of different games with my legs, but I wouldn't get rid of them. This is my legs now.
And then the most common one points towards a woman from Hokkaido named Kishima Riko.
Okay.
And I'm going to get into her story in a little bit, but I want to say, if a Teke Teke makes other Teke Tekes, is it like vampire rules? Do you have like a Teke Teke sire with like Teke Teke progeny? Like, is it an MLM? That's what I'm asking. Is it an MLM or not?
I can't work on vampire
Do you have a
rules
downline?
'cause it doesn't have legs to give you.
Well, no. But like what you could do is you could make a Teke Teke, okay? And that's like, and you get like maybe you get your downline of like 3, okay?
So I'm a Teke Teke. I have made 3 Teke Tekes.
You made 3 Teke Tekes. You have 3 legs, and you say, hey, you have to recruit 3 more Teke Tekes, and you get to keep one of the legs, but I get to keep 2 of them.
I think you could make it an MLM if you wanted to.
I mean, I feel like there could be a Teke Teke MLM, but the thing is, much like most MLMs, you run out of legs eventually.
I mean, people can keep making legs. If you're patient
but then you'd have to
you don't want all of the legs like now, you can wait them out.
You could, but like the thing, I don't know. It depends on how patient. Because I feel like there'd be one person, like one of the Teke Tekes, I'd get like 2 into it.
Yeah, that's fair. Somebody always takes it too far.
It it's the whole rice problem. Like once you get to 64 people in your downline, you have the whole, human race.
I'm assuming some of them will get murdered though, right?
I mean, they're ghosts. All of them are going to be ghosts.
Yeah, so somebody will get exercised.
I mean, yeah, maybe. What?
If there were enough ghosts hanging around, then eventually there would be parties formed to get rid of the ghosts.
Yeah, eventually they would probably hear one of the MLM conferences for all the Teke Tekes with the original one being like, "You could be like me one day."
I mean, Jess, do you want to tell people why you're trying so hard to shoehorn MLM into this?
I just thought of it though, because if you make one Teke Teke, if you could make multiple Teke Tekes and it's vampire rules, you can make a pyramid scheme real quick.
Vampire rules.
I think it's vampire rules.
I don't understand. I don't follow the logic, but I'm happy for you.
The logic is there, though. Okay, you have the original Teke Teke. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Teke Teke. I take somebody's legs.
Okay, and then you make them. You make the Teke Teke.
How do I make them a Teke Teke?
You cut them with your scythe, with your sickle. I mean.
So if anybody whose legs I steal becomes a Teke Teke.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's not really vampire rules again. That's a terrible.
No. That is vampire rules if you go by the curse aspect, not the medical aspect. Like the old timey one where it was magic instead of a virus.
Okay, the seduction of the young maiden or whoever the fuck is a really important part of the curse bit. It's being reciprocal.
You don't have to though. You can force them. You just have to drink their blood. And then give them a little bit of yours, and then you bury them for 3 days, and then they're indebted to you forever.
It's that second bit.
But yeah, you could force feed people blood so easily.
Yeah, but you don't have anything to force feed somebody.
No, but you have their legs. You can say, "Hey, I'll give you your legs back." And how do they know?
So hang on, I'm just conning people out of. So no.
No, okay. Okay. Fiona, I feel like this is so crystal clear, and we're miscommunicating somehow.
I mean, please also remember that I thought it was a good idea to start school again and move, so my brain...
Okay.
Not firing on every cylinder.
Okay, so we have the original Teke Teke, okay?
Yeah, I'm a Teke Teke.
Okay, you're a Teke Teke, you take someone's legs.
Yeah, they're my legs now.
You have your legs. They cannot have those legs back unless they can get you 2 legs.
But I have 2 legs. I just
No. 2 pairs of legs, I should say. 2 pairs of legs.
So I
2 sets of legs.
Them back their legs if they give me 2 legs.
Yes. So
why do I want more legs? Why do I want?
Because this is an MLM and you're trying to build a bone castle made out of human legs. You need legs.
This is too much effort for legs.
No, but you're a ghost. What else are you gonna do besides take people's legs?
Side. I will go collect the people's legs. I don't have to deal with any.
But no, you could.
Because the worst bit is people are going to be so whiny. Why do I have to get legs? Why do? And then somebody's like, fiance dumps them, and then you have to be like, yes, Tina, I'm sure that was very traumatic, but where are my legs? Like, the reason that MLMs are a waking nightmare is because of the people that you have to deal with. And if I'm a ghost who can harvest all the legs by myself, I don't want to deal with it.
Okay, but Fiona, what about capitalism?
Yeah. I'm fine without it.
I'm fine without it too, but I feel like a Teke Teke might be like, you know what? Fuck it. Capitalism is okay. I can get as many legs as I want.
No, I'm sorry. You haven't said anything to me that makes me think that the Teke Teke is that evil. Stealing people's legs is one thing. Furthering capitalism in the afterlife is a different thing.
But speaking of someone who had just a real bad day one time, in the years after World War II, an office worker in Mororan, Hokkaido, was assaulted and raped by an American military personnel. That night, she leapt off a bridge onto a railroad tracks that was hit by an oncoming train. The impact was so forceful, her body was torn in half at the waist. Severe code. Yeah. So the serial code caused her blood vessels to contract and prevent her from bleeding out too quickly. And she squirmed and wiggled for help for several minutes. She crawled all the way to the train station, was seen by an attendant. Instead of trying to help her, the attendant just covered up with plastic tarp, and she died a slow, agonizing death.
I don't think it was that slow.
It would, depending on how cold it is.
That's still not going to be that slow.
She did it though. This is obviously a true story.
Yeah, no.
It depends on what perspective you're talking about. Like in her perspective, it probably took forever.
In her perspective, yeah. But
and everyone knows perspective of time is basically just a lie made up by the corporations.
Is it made up by corporations?
I'm mostly joking about that, but a lot of our concept of time right now.
We should blame poets for everything.
Well, a lot of our concepts of time right now and how we use it is dictated by capitalist beliefs right now.
I'm gonna stick with poets.
Poets suck.
I love poetry. I'm here for the poets.
I would rather just be in space and not time.
Okay, I'm having a big Fey nature poetry thing today. I think this is my default when my brain starts shutting down. It just goes to a happy place.
It turns out when you're not masking and your changeling nature comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I would come back and take people's legs. Also, maybe I would make capitalism afterwards.
You can do that.
I would want to make it hell for the humans.
Yeah, but that would be hell for you as well.
Not if I'm at the top. Yeah. I just get my lieutenants to do everything.
Then you'll be Yokai Hitler or Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, I could just be Yokai Jeff Bezos and just say, maybe I'll literally stand to the moon on the legs of all the peoples that I took.
No, you can do that. I'm gonna go to the moon on stolen legs from my own labor. I'm gonna deal with anybody.
Okay. Not to reiterate her trauma, but she was raped. Then she committed suicide and didn't get the joy of dying quickly. And then someone just denied her help. That's a lot of trauma to have at one little moment. I think I would snap.
I think I would make it my business to destroy the railroad industry.
What's the better way of doing that than making
complex? Both.
The best way to do that is to take everyone's legs. They can't get to the train anymore.
Yeah, so I'll take
And the easiest way to extract value and resources is capitalism. We take so many stings so far. It's way rapidly than we should.
By best, you mean most efficient, right?
Yeah, most efficient. Yeah, so, we can extract so many resources, aka human legs.
If we're really going for this, the most efficient way to get the legs is slavery.
Yeah, which is basically, but the thing is
because you're doing half measures now. You're doing wage
okay, I'm doing half measures. Okay,
and you're wage slavery. No, you gotta go full on. That's the most efficient way to get those legs.
Okay, then I'd have to enslave all the other ones. Then I'll go full on. I will. If I go through that night, I would want to take everyone's legs. No one can have legs ever again.
I really think that I want the personal satisfaction of removing all legs from the military-industrial complex with my own ghost hands.
I mean, we could even go full Hitler with it too. You know,
I mean, you were PSP fully on your way to being Yokai Hitler, and Godspeed to you, I guess. But I'm gonna be Yokai Paul Bunyan.
If we're going to get the justice that this person deserves,
I say I would do it myself. That's all I'm saying. I would take more satisfaction. I would feel better about the revenge I had wrought on the railway industry if I did it myself.
Okay, communist. Man, all you socialists. Man.
No gods, no masters, no legs.
Can we please make that? Okay, that needs to be another thing.
Okay, I'm gonna send that to you again. Poor Marky's like, leave me alone.
No God, I desperately want that. I desperately want just like anarchist colors, no gods, no masters, no legs. Oh, okay. Okay, so according to legend, 3 days after hearing this story, you will see the ghost of the woman with the no lower half. Then the ghost is the woman who got hit by the train, and she'll catch you, which is impossible in a car even. She'll crawl up to 150 kilometers per hour.
But also
kilometers.
Kilometers.
I don't know. It's just like it's
But see, you can't outdrive it in a car. Told ya.
Yeah. Well, but the thing is, this is one of the few that actually specifies that she's not bound. She's bound to the railways.
That's true.
Yeah. Especially in Japan, where they actually have a functioning public infrastructure. Yeah. Others say that she's angry at humanity for not helping her when she was dying, which I agree, and that she will she's simply out to slaughter as many people as she can. When she catches you, she'll tear you in half and seal your lower half of your body.
I mean, that's fair.
So shortly after, and this is the question part. I just thought it was overkill to ask the question after doing this. This is why I kind of like them. Shortly after hearing the legend, she'll ask you a riddle, either in dream or a mysterious phone call. The only way to escape death is to answer questions exactly the right way. She'll ask you, "Do you need your legs?" You must reply,
"No, don't tell me. Don't tell me.
Okay. Do you need your legs?"
Yes.
Slice.
Yeah.
I need them right now. You have to couch it.
Fair enough.
Then she'll ask you, "Who told you my story?"
Jessie.
Slice. You must reply, Kashima Riko. Ka is in the mask. She is in death and Ma is in demon. So
yeah, I'm sliced. I'm dead.
Yeah, so it's basically, and Ray as in ghost. So it's basically, and Ko as an accent. So basically, what she is. Yeah. So basically, it just means like her name basically just is a death-dealing ghost that died in an accident. Yeah. So that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
We've invented a new economy / power.
Well, to be fair, like a lot of people show hell as a capitalist hellscape. Oh, literally.
Also, the one thing that I will say is, if I were her, I'd like to be tempted to steal the legs and immediately throw them away. Like, I get the urge more when it's that You know?
Well, I would see what I feel like. I'd see like that's if like I think after like a few hundred years, I would do late capitalism because I just got bored. And I want to do a different thing. But I think at first I would just take the legs and put them out of reach of the person and just let them slowly die. We'll let them die while trying to get their legs back.
You're really dark today.
Yeah, you know, it's a thing.
Who hurt you?
Humanity.
They can get your legs, but can they get your sexy toes?
Do you want to fuck this ghost?
Love comes wearing disguises. How to go about choose. Break it down by shapes and sizes. I'm a man who's got very specific taste. Just my type.
You know, I feel like if I've okay, so here's what I think. Because we're assuming consent in this, of course, because we're not monsters.
Yes.
And they have to like you at least enough to have a one night stand with you. So
They
I
have to
feel like,
you.
yeah, they have to like you.
No,
Well, no, they have to. Sorry, when I say they like you enough, they have to at least want to fuck you,
Yeah.
which I feel is a form of like, even if it's lust.
Okay.
I feel like lust is like an very extreme like.
Okay.
Now, if they like you and you can get past them being a ghost, and also let's say you can fuck a ghost, which is something I think most of us want.
I mean,
Do
I
we?
want to. No, I want to do that.
Okay, yes,
I
okay,
very
cool.
much would like that to be a thing.
Yeah, I think we should be able to fuck ghosts. I feel
Yeah.
like it's good.
No, I've planted my flag in that.
Yeah,
We're
we're
fucking-
not only are we monster fuckers, we're also ghost fuckers. So, um, but I feel like, well, okay, so it'd be hard to pleasure them. Let's say.
Yeah. Well, but there's plenty of projects of the
Well, no, there's plenty,
Maybe.
but like you'd have to, but like you know, but like if you were in your current body, it would be easier for them to do stuff to you.
Yeah.
So it depends on if they like, depends on, you know, if they still have sensitivity in certain spots and whatnot. But it could also just be like, they could just be someone who really likes giving. I've dated people like that who,
Well, and PSA to all the children out there, both adults, don't have to come.
no, you don't.
It's not mandatory.
Also, as a person who's on multiple antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds, sometimes you can't. You just can't.
Well, you know, miss a chance.
Yeah.
Not,
You know,
not the biggest. Everybody can still have a nice day.
Yeah. So I feel like yeah.
Oh, they
Also,
can-
mostly because I would fuck most ghosts, I think. For my equipment, it works. Well, no, it works for your equipment, too.
I think I can
got a
make it
mouth?
work for my equipment.
What that mouth do? You do a lot with the mouth.
But I'm not going to stick in it.
Oh, I guess if you want more penetrative stuff, fingers. Also, she doesn't have to
I have
breathe.
nothing to stick in it.
Oh, you have nothing.
I
Yeah.
have nothing.
Yeah.
Not,
mean,
ghosts have a tongue, but, you know.
Yeah. I mean, she does have to breathe, so I mean, like, you can get that gluck gluck for a long time.
I
uh,
mean, this has been a very short segment, but
I think it's yes.
what did you think the answer was going to be, guys?
I mean, sometimes it's no. You know,
Sometimes-
sometimes you could.
Sometimes it's a big no from both of us, but it might still be a yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, sometimes it's
I'm just saying, like, even if it's just like, you know, even if it's just mouth stuff. I mean, the fact she doesn't have to breathe is just like godsend to, you know,
definitely
most
get a kiss.
people.
Definitely.
Oh,
That
she'd
would-
definitely get a kiss. Like, I
Yeah,
would hold her
yeah,
hand.
No, I'm in for it. Yeah.
I'd push her around in a wheelchair if she didn't want to run on her arms or crawl.
Yeah.
Because it seems like she's land bound.
But that also then depends on the space. It's not space. To be afterlife Jeff Bezos, or is she saying because the master's no legs? Because that's very
I feel like
important,
it's gonna be no gods, no masters, no legs, except for
Right.
people who I like, and she's gonna like me, of course,
isn't
because
it? Of course. Who wouldn't?
because we're also ghost fuckers, of course. They'll be like, do you need your legs? They'll be like, only I don't need them if it makes me get further away from you, babe. And then she'd be like, what? And then
This is the short story you can write. Self-insert fanfiction.
it's just like, oh, wait, what? Oh, I'm supposed to, wait, you like me? Yeah.
This is good.
Yeah. And this is when I weaponize our love. uh, but yeah, I think it's a resounding yes. So now,
Drum roll, please.
this is a new segment because I want to do our new thing that I came up with. Wait,
Do you have a drum roll?
did I? Yep, I put it on here. I don't have a drum roll. I have a. Why don't I have a drum roll?
I know.
Did you hear a new segment's coming in?
Did the Whisper on the Vines. Okay, so it's not the
Oh, it's here.
Oh, bravo!
That was the closest I could get. We have a new one called Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss. Basically, we're gonna make MLM hun. We're gonna see if the creature that we're talking about could be an MLM hun.
So I feel like Jessie already made the case for this one.
I already made a case, but we could get into it a little bit more. I was just thinking about vampires and how vampires are basically an MLM.
So I feel like your take on it before was based on the efficiency of leg hop, right?
Yeah. Well. Before we get into that, I wanna debut the sound.
Oh, you have. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gaslight Gatekeep Girl Boss.
It feels so good to be so young and have this fun and be successful. I'm so successful. Yeah.
See? That's what you get a wait, I got another one. Sorry. I found a board that's actually really good. The preloaded sounds. Yeah, you get let's say you're on like a Facebook or WhatsApp or something and you hear this.
Hi, hon.
Yeah, you get a hi hun and you'll be like, "Oh, I haven't talked to Teke Teke in so long."
Oh.
And they do the whole thing like, "Oh, your mom has cancer? Well, that sucks, blah 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 blah." Yeah, my son has autism, and I give them these and torture them with these essential oils.
Can I, as the first one, can I get it off my chest?
Yes.
Hi, hon. I noticed that you put on weight. No, I know I don't know anything about your medical history, but, 6 months ago, you were really thin, and now you're not. You can take my supplements. Bitch, I have gastroparesis. Go to hell.
Yeah.
Every bit of weight I put on is moved.
So I imagine, I think the MLM that we chose, because it was the more gender inclusive, will fuck over everyone one.
Sensi, didn't you?
No, not Sensi. It was Cutco.
Cutco. Yeah, there we go.
Cutco. Which is, by the way, if you're not in America, I don't know if it's outside of America, it's the one where they tell college students you can get a bunch of money by selling knives that get dull real quick.
Yeah, they don't do that, yeah.
Yeah, they do a whole thing where like you can cut through a can. The thing is, you can do that with any knife the first time. You just sharpen it.
So I've actually heard that Cutco knives are actually pretty good, or at least the old ones were.
I don't know about the most recent. I don't know about the older ones, but I know that I was told that the more recent ones aren't that great compared to knives at the same price range.
I think the old ones, much like old Tupperware, is still the best thing that you can possibly have. Old Cutco knives, great. New Cutco knives, no. And even if they were still great, predatory practices don't put money in pyramid scheme. It's a pyramid scheme.
Yeah. So I think let's say she was a hun.
Okay. No. Now I get to go back to something, right? You cut me
now
off.
you get to. Okay. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Because our first thing in the A segment was blood efficiency.
Yes.
I suck. But now I'm thinking about people skills. Because to be a hun, even to be a bad hun, you need to have sweet people skills. Because if you're just coming up to people with your size, like, I'm gonna get you. Nobody's gonna. They need to be capable of going, hi, hun. And I just don't think that he is.
But I would assume that if let's say they do get tricked into being in an MLM and they believe it, they're wholehearted about it. They can change up their stuff. They can talk and they can ask questions. So you could be like, hey, and you could do a lot of this over the internet.
But then I need a
Yeah.
downline, right?
Yeah.
And I need to manage and encourage my downline. Do you really? That's why I went on that little tangent before about like Susan's fiance dumped her, and then you thought you were just selling knives, but now you have to listen to Susan talk about Greg for an hour. Like, oh yeah, hon, no, I totally get it, hon, yeah. And that's not. No, I think Teke Teke has more self-respect than that.
Okay, well, but here's my thing. The way you get your downline is you make more Teke Tekes and you lie to them.
Really, really wants to create be an MLM, and I'm not.
No, it
with
feels
you
like
on this
okay,
journey.
just
I'm not
like
doing
with
it.
vampirism.
I'm not
just
doing it.
with vampirism, it is an MLM. The more to get more power, you have to have more things underneath of you, and
What was MLM?
yep, no,
That's
no,
anti-Semitic. Pretend Jeff Bezos. That's what that.
no,
What's the word?
no. Okay, you make your original downline.
Okay.
You hunt out the people who are good at recruiting people. Tell them they'll get their legs back if they can earn a certain amount over the year.
MLM extortion.
Yes, but guess what? So is a lot of things in life.
So are a lot of things in life, but Cutco does not extort you. They brainwash you and they tell you you're great and they love from you and they tell you how to manipulate, but they don't extort you.
Okay, I feel like though. Here's my.
We are
Here
not
is-
going to agree, and I've
No.
accepted that.
Okay. I'm gonna cut off all of my the vampire stuff, even though I still believe that being a vampire can create an MLM of being a vampire.
No. I'm with that works better. That
Yeah,
was a lot better for MLM.
But I feel like being able to create more Teke Tekes, if you're a Teke Teke, is just ghost vampirism.
No, because I really think the vampirism works because you're getting the other person on. If all you're doing is stealing people's legs, that isn't a exchange. Nothing has been exchanged. Nobody's bought into your premise. All you're doing is extorting people for legs. You are a leg shark.
Okay, but no, I'm dropping that stuff, even though I believe that's the best way of doing it. Okay, now they can ask questions.
They can.
Okay, and I feel like they are. I feel like first off, they would replace their scythe with a Cutco knife. That's going to be one of them.
They have to. Well, hang on. We haven't talked about this. Surely the first bit of the segment figuring out if the monster would become could be conned into being an MLM.
I mean, I feel like we have to operate underneath the assumption that they're in it already, because they have to be someone who is trying to gaslight their friends into giving them money.
Yeah, but you're talking about extortion, not gaslighting.
No. But that's what a lot of. Okay, that's not gaslighting. No, it's not extortion.
If you steal my legs.
No. We're not even talking about legs right now. We're just talking about what an MLM is, and it's mostly just gaslighting your friends and family into giving you money.
Yes, no, I totally agree with you there.
So, yes.
Yeah.
So they're in this. Like, someone showed them that it's way more efficient. That it's way easier to cut through someone's like spine with a Cutco knife somehow. Okay.
Alright.
And I feel like they'd do great at demonstrations and stuff. Like they have the party and everything. They'd be like, "Look, I can cut through this can. I sawed this penny in half, and I could saute this whatever thing." Okay. I feel like they'd be good at that, and they could ask questions. They could ask questions, which is the main thing you ask. Like, do you want to be your own boss? Don't you know traditional jobs are more like pyramid schemes than what I do and stuff. They would change their name. They would change their questioning up, and and again, I guess if they could get enough I guess they could get like budding serial killers in on it as well. Like, look how cleanly you can cut someone, or if you want to get real surgical with it.
So I think there's two things here. One, I don't think they'd be good at it because I don't think they can manage the downline. There is nothing about this monster that suggests they are capable of complex emotional labor. Like, ask some questions, sure, but like organizing people and gaslighting en masse in order to achieve a goal, I don't think they have it in to do that. But second thing, I think serial killers, they might be able to get serial killers on the downline, but I don't think they'd be able to do many other people, especially seeing they cut in steel eggs.
Well, yeah. Okay, here's another point. After a little bit, you can get people, like, if you have enough of a downline and motivated enough people, like at first couple of levels, you can automate a lot of that stuff basically through them.
If you have enough, like I know people who have like four levels of downline who make passive income and don't have to gaslight people on regular. Like they exist, but like, then we're suggesting that our monster got in early enough that they could be that high up. And do you think they got in that early?
Yeah, I mean they're a ghost. They could have. Mm-hmm. They died in World War II. I don't know.
Time for MLM.
I feel like if she does a thing that successful people in MLMs do, the ones that actually make money and exploit the financial illiterate and the poor and people who don't have a good grasp of the language you're speaking in.
I mean, maybe, but I was raised poor. Were you raised poor?
I mean, you could also do like what rich ladies do who can just afford to do it because they have rich husbands or they have like a fortune already. You could use that as a social club where you have all the power.
Okay, so we're thinking of the same demographic for different reasons.
Yeah. So I feel like she could do it that way because like if you get like that nice like middle age, like maybe a child but not too many. Maybe like one child. And they have a rich husband that they never see and they're lonely. If you can prey upon that, I think they would be able to do okay.
Yeah, I mean, for somebody like that, I think you'd have to be like, oh, I'm born of a lost soul. It's up to you to save me and cover my life empire.
Yeah.
Or somehow make my afterlife go better.
It turns out the only afterlife that exists is the Cutco afterlife, and we can't... Like, and then like, if you get like one control freak in there, one that like feels like they have to take over everything, which a lot of rich white ladies are. As
soon as that person goes in.
Yeah, like you just get that one person and then they just do everything for you.
You go. There's somebody who is often that person.
Yeah. So like I feel like you just have to get lucky with either exploiting someone's like sometimes literal literacy or financial literacy, or a lack of understanding of a language, or just a rich, bored person who has money to throw away and they're bored and need a social club. Yeah. I feel like they could do it. Because, like, if you get a spiritual person and, like, they dress themselves up enough like whatever version of like, religion they're in or whatever, and they speak a good enough terms, that if they could get the first person, they'll be okay. I do agree their social skills that they have to get the right first person. Their emotional state might not be the best. We'll say that. And they might have PTSD. Yeah. Also, they might just not like humans. Which, by the way, I think MLMs would be a good punishment on humans if you didn't like them. Like getting them stuck in MLM would be a good punishment. So
What? I go back to hell.
Yeah.
That's the hell.
But I think I'm gonna say if they have a good first person, if they can't get the good first person for their downline, they can't do it.
Yeah, they get that good person.
They have to put a little bit of prep into it. They have to come up with a good backstory, saying like, hey, they might have to they have to gaslight them into thinking that, hey, if you make enough money for me, I would be able to get, like, I'll be able to, like, somehow pay myself into heaven or something. Yeah. Which is apparently how rich people think, to be able to buy themselves into heaven.
Yeah.
Or maybe they owe money to like some satanic person. I think we're pretty much done. I think that is a segment I want to keep because I do like we could do this for ghosts or for things that would just be like, yeah, they just die immediately. Which which we needed one of those anyway. So okay. But yeah, that's what plugs. Also, I forgot how to do all of our plugs. I'm gonna be real honest.
If I could...